Welcome back.
NicknLex here.
Hey everyone.
How's it going, guys? So today, as you can see, today on broad daylight, we're gonna do some Rush, right?
Yes. Can't wait.
We haven't done Rush in quite some time. Like what, a couple of months?
Yes. Far too long. And this time I'm really excited to do this song from the album Vapor Trails from 2002. This is going to be the first song of the album. It's called One Little Victory. And I wanted to give a shout out to Joseph Sirard, who recommended this song in the comments. So thank you so much for that. And he said that this is the album that Rush came back to after their 5-year hiatus. After Neil's tragedies happened almost back to back. So I'm very interested in this.
Yes, me too, because this is going to be usually, of course, like a Rush we have never heard. And I mean, we've seen some, when we saw the movie, we've heard songs that are newer.
Yes.
But I've never even seen the cover art, which is very
I haven't either, yeah.
Vapor
Only
Trails.
Like we have the album, like the CD.
Right.
That's the only place that I've seen it, but I love the cover art, and I'm super excited that we're starting with the first song of the album.
Of course.
Just like I like it, and that's even perfect because it's the first song after their hiatus. So
that was like the first impression people had when they came back.
Fans were like, oh my God, when they put this record in the CD.
That's how I felt when I first heard when Iron Maiden basically, Bruce Dickinson took a hiatus, like 5 years. He left the band in 1999, which was devastating because that's when I discovered them, more or less, like 1997 or something.
Okay.
And then suddenly the new album that I bought was like, well, the new vocalist. I was like, what the hell? You know, I was so used to Bruce Dickinson. And then he came back in 2000, and that's what I was like, oh my God, how is it going to sound with Bruce again? So, yeah, so I guess that's how people felt.
Exactly. And I'm so, like, I've always thought, ever since I heard of Neil's story, I've always been so, like, proud of him, or so just, like, admiring, because he did take a break. He traveled, he learned, he wrote. And then he was like, okay.
I know.
Now
and then he did the whole, like, ghostwriter, the book, right? He wrote the book.
Yes, which I also have. So very excited to do this. Thank you, all of you amazing Rush family that we have on the channel, for your patience and watching us discover other bands in the meantime as we do Rush. We absolutely don't want to let so much time pass again between one Rush song and the other.
Yes. So I'm doing a lot of, as you have seen on the channel, I'm learning about all these bands, and I'm trying to have Alexia keep up with me, but it's difficult because it's so much music. Like, I've already done I think 5 hours of music that is just metal, and it's not even that heavy. It's still good. It's some tracks I'm like, oh God. But I'm honest, when I don't like something, I'm like, this is too heavy, I would not listen to this. But yeah, so we'll try to, even with the new thing, because I have a little bit more time and I can sit on my butt as long as I want to. So that's a plus for me. But yeah, we'll try to do more Rush and more Tool and
Genesis.
Just all the armies that we have, all the Steely Dan army. We haven't done a lot of Dan since we went to see Steely Dan. We haven't done any Steely Dan.
Yes.
I miss Steely Dan.
Me too.
I must be honest. But I also
agree.
miss Rush. So with further ado,
yes, let's get started.
Let's get
been
into it.
4 minutes already.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. We haven't done a Rush in a long time, so it's nice to talk about them for a little bit. Okay, but here goes One Little Victory by Rush 2002. Here we go. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Woo.
A nice drum solo intro. good. Like, since I did not foresee this break, but this was a nice place to like talk about. What do you think?
It's so different than everything. It absolutely, obviously doesn't feel 70s or 80s. It feels a lot older, and
I knew you were gonna be. Are you a little bit disappointed?
I'm not disappointed. I really like it. I love how different it is, but it's still good. Like if you would play me this song and tell me
like it.
Yeah.
Like it's not you. Like it's not like you. Nobody. I mean, you would know it's Rush because of the vocals.
Yes.
But if you would play this song, you would still like it.
I would still like it. Yes, I really enjoy it. The drumming is great. It's got a lot of fun stuff. It feels very like.
Well, you were like dancing.
Yes.
Boom, 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 boom.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think it just feels a little bit more straightforward, not as proggy, but not bad. Like it doesn't feel not good.
No.
It just feels more straightforward rock.
And
right?
yes. And it has like a fun kind of element to it. I feel like it just feels very energetic and I don't know, very powerful.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that the fun aspect is like they're just back, you know, from this break, and they're like, hey, let's make some like, let's just jam, you know, because it sounds more. This sounds like it was written really quickly, not too much thought put into it. There's no time signature changes. It's not as complex. It just sounds more like, let's just go out there and play, you know. And I appreciate that. I mean, I'm sure and you let us know like if they went back to that progginess or if it stayed, because they had like there's all these like different. There's like the 70s Rush, the 80s Rush, like the, you know, is it bobbleheads?
Yes.
The bobbleheads, you know, when they were really synth and stuff. A lot of people checked out there. They were like, okay, I'm done.
That's true.
And then I want to see
we love that era.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And then I want to see how people reacted to this, of course. I mean, I can say our reaction is pretty positive. I mean, I'm, of course, a little shocked that it sounds so different, but every band, you know.
Yes, and I actually admire that. I don't expect a band to sound the same year after year because then that's boring and lack of creativity, lack of like taking a risk with your art. So I think it's great, honestly, after a 5-year like break to come back. It's good. I really like it. And let's keep going and see what's in store. I rewound it just a few seconds.
She sounds like Nick today. Let's keep going.
Just one little victory.
hard stuff.
You got it right on the point. You got it. Oh yeah, it's not playing. I'm so blind. And I'm not being blessed by the hair gods today. Look at my hair. I mean, but I think, you know what we should do?
What?
Because I remember when I first heard the new album, 20 years ago, Sand Anger. I would like to make a reaction but that was this is a good reaction. I liked the song. I think it was great. It was just very straightforward, very different Rush. But I think it would be fun to make a reaction to Metallica, to the 2003 album Sand Anger. And I remember when I bought it, I put on the first track and I listened to the first track and I returned the album.
Oh, God.
I was like, no, this is not the Metallica I want. I'm not going to accept it. And it was too much of a change, from like the Black Album to Load and Reload. And then Sand Anger was just like, I don't know. Have you ever heard that?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, it was not good. But this is surprisingly very good. What should we listen to next? Is there anything else you want to add?
I want to say
What's
that
the final
they
verdict?
still feel very tight. Like, yes, it's different. Yes, it's straightforward, but it is still feels like quality,
Yeah.
Like, I feel that, I don't know. I think that they wanted to, because, okay, if they took 5 years off, then grunge was kind of like a thing when they stopped making music, So maybe they were like, oh, all this cool stuff has come out, like all this grungy kind of heavier stuff.
Do you feel it sounded a little bit like grunge?
I feel like it sounded like 90s, like grungy era, because they have other 90s stuff that we've heard, like Moving Pictures doesn't sound like this.
No, that's 80s.
Oh, 80s. Yeah, you're right. But anyway, I just feel like it sounds like it has elements of stuff that maybe they all kind of had in their mind that they wanted to be doing, but they were on a break.
Yeah.
So then they came back and this is what came out of it. So I really liked it. I loved Geddy's voice in this.
Very well. Very still
nice.
On top of his game.
Yes.
The concert that we watched, I don't know, I think that was 2015. He was struggling a bit with the older stuff,
Yes. Yes.
But yeah. But yes, I mean, I do appreciate bands changing their styles. I've seen it so many times, like with Dream Theater, like everyone, like
Right.
every band does change their style a little bit. And like you said, it would be boring if you just continue the same old style. And I mean, I love everything they do. Everything 70s, 80s I've ever heard from Rush is like legendary good, So that's why I guess I'm a little bit not shocked, but a little bit just like surprised that all the songs are just like 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 6 minutes, 3 minutes. So it there's not like that epic aspect on there, but
there's
we'll
like
check
La
them out.
Via,
La Via Stragiato, Jacob's Ladder, all that good stuff. But hey, you in the comment section, let us know.
I'm very curious now that we got to say our 2 cents. I'm very curious now what you guys thought when this came out. What were your thoughts and feelings? Did they change after time? Let us know what it was like to not have Rush for those 5 years and then they come back with this. So let us know. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you haven't already, consider subscribing, please. We're trying to say that more in the videos.
Every video.
So thank you guys so much for being here and we hope to see you in the next one.
Thank you guys.
Bye everyone.
Bye.